Beach in Rio de Janeiro, home of the 5 times world champions Brazil, an episode you will not want to miss in the coming weeks. This week, though, we're concentrating on Iberia. Spain, they play against Portugal in their opening World Cup game, and we're joined by 2 legends that have represented both nations. Nuno Gomes played for Benfica and Portugal, and Michel was a Real Madrid legend and played for the Spanish national team. Welcome one and all to the Stan Collymore Show. Portugal's biggest club, Sport Lisboa at Benfica, current champions of Portugal. So have a chat with a man that wore their shirt with pride, scored a lot of goals for them and the national team. His name, Nuno Gomes. Nuno, delighted that you can join me on the Stan Collymore Show. I've wanted you to come on the show for quite some time. How confident were you as a striker when you were playing? Was confidence oozing through every pore, or did it take time to grow confidence?
I think it's a natural thing for the strikers. Even though you during your career you have some times that you are not as confident as you should be, because sometimes you have 2 or 3 games in a row without scoring, so there's a lack of confidence in that times. But since I remember when I was a young kid, I used to play always as a striker, and I was always the top scorer of the team every year in the tournaments in my city. So it comes natural.
So is self-belief really important for a striker?
Yes, great self-belief, and to don't stop working, because one of the most important things as a striker is to be always in the right place. Because after that is a question of score or not. But if you are not in the right place, you don't have the chance to fail or to win.
A lot of fans don't understand the process that players go through. So what kind of things do you learn at under 16, under 17 and under 18 level?
In national teams you have contact with other players. With Portuguese players that played in other clubs, sometimes stronger, sometimes weaker than you, but that relationship that you create, that atmosphere that you live, to see other players, to talk with other culture, and even abroad, if you go abroad in the national team, youth national team, you have more competitive games that allows you to grow. And it's very important for a young kid to participate in that, develop in the national teams.
How does it feel to play for one of the world's biggest football clubs and to go out every single week with that pressure on you? Is it something that you enjoyed? You're a hero here.
It was amazing, and I still feel proud about that. I played for Benfica 12 seasons. I was, in some of the seasons, I was the captain. It was a choice of the heart, I think, because I'm a Benfica fan since I was a kid. So
this was a dream come true.
It was like a dream come true. And sometimes I prefer to stay here instead of playing abroad. But it worth it, because when I look back, I'm very proud of what I achieved in Benfica, in national team of course, but it's specific in Benfica Stadium, because the fans are amazing, and Benfica is one of the greatest clubs in the world.
What is it about Portuguese football that produces fantastic creative players in particular?
Even if we are a small country, we have natural talent. We're born with that talent, and I think it's true. It's more offensive from midfield in front.
Is that something about the Portuguese character?
Yes, maybe
expression?
a Latin thing. We have a lot of creativity, a natural talent that it comes natural. The relations with the ball.
Euro 2000, 4 goals, semi-final. You get into the team of the tournament. Banned for pushing the referee. What an eventful tournament for you. I mean,
the Euro 2000 changed my career and my life because it was the first games that I made in the first 11. In that game, semi-final against France. France had an amazing team.
Was it pretty much still most of the guys that had won the World Cup in
'98?
In '98, yeah.
They won '98, and then they won the tournament 2000. We lost 2-1 against them in the semi-final. We were winning 1-0. I scored the goal, and after a penalty shoot that at the pitch. It seems that wasn't hand, but after in the hotel watching on replay, it was hand. So it was a pity. But after the game, we were very upset, and we thought that goal shouldn't be conceded. And we went to referee. Some of the guys pushed the referee, me too, and 3 or 4 we get banned.
How did you feel about getting banned? Because you're a very warm, friendly guy, but football is a very passionate sport.
Of course, after we regret that things and it shouldn't happen, but the blood was bubbling inside, and it was like a dream coming true to get the final, and we thought that the referee was taking us away that dream.
If you could take one memory on the pitch, off the pitch, something that you remember that makes you happy about those 2 World Cups, what would it be?
I will tell you what I remember. I was in the bench in the first game, and I knew that I wouldn't play. But I was happy to participate because Angola was playing against us, and Angola is the ex-Cologne of Portugal.
Portuguese
and they were I don't know if it was the first time of them in the World Cup, but I believe
yes, I think it is.
It was. So, and 2 or 3 players of Angola, they were my teammates here in Benfica. So I was happy to be there in that historic moment for them.
Portugal are European champions, led by Cristiano Ronaldo. Can they go one better and win the World Cup?
I hope so. I will pray for that. But if I should bet one team only, I don't know if I will bet in Portugal for historical reasons. But for example, we won the last Euro championship, and I think nobody believes that Portugal will win it. So I think it's good for one hand to don't be the outsider, you know. So I hope that Portugal will get confident the tournament, and like in the last Euro, we were the favorites and we won it. So, but if you ask me the 5 favorites, I will include Portugal.
Nuno, it's great to see you here in Lisbon. Been wanting to chat to you for quite some time. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
A great striker. And who knows, Portugal, England in the final in the summer.
We meet you there.
Let's hope. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you very much.
Michel, delighted you can join me on the Stan Collymore show. Incredible career with Real Madrid and the Spanish national team. Your first World Cup was 1986 in Mexico. How excited were you
Para mí fue algo excitante ir al Mundial 86. Era fantástico que te llamasen a jugar con la selección. Y siempre soñé ir a un Mundial, ser futbolista, y desde el año 74 que vi el Mundial de Alemania, donde me pareció fantástico.
How did you feel playing for your country in the first game at a World Cup? How exciting was it? What were your memories and your emotions?
Para mí fue un recuerdo imborrable. El primer partido que jugué para la selección en la Copa del Mundo fue contra Brasil, y recuerdo estar escuchando el himno de España y enfrente de mí estaba el equipo brasileño, los suplentes. Estaba Zico, estaba Falcao, estaba Toniño Cerezo, jugadores que estaban lesionados y no jugaban, pero yo los veía y me parecía que había una cámara siguiendo como si fuese un film, ¿no? Fue imborrable. Recuerdo cada día ese momento de la Copa del Mundo en el campo en Guadalajara, ver a los jugadores brasileños enfrente de mí.
So Michel, you're going to take us to show your...
You remember Gordillo?
Yes.
This house is from him.
Ah.
Him. I buy him.
Wow. For sure.
This is the 400 matches in Real Madrid in league.
Wow.
You know.
Look at that. 400 matches.
Yes.
For Real Madrid. There aren't many players in the history of that
in La
club.
Liga.
In La Liga.
In La Liga.
There are not many players.
I played for Real Madrid 700 matches.
Was it a difficult World Cup to play in 1986?
Era otra clase de juego. Había que estudiar bien, estar bien preparado, porque no solamente había que jugar en diferentes horarios, sino en diferentes alturas y con diferente temperatura. Fue un campeonato apasionante. Hubo muy buen fútbol a pesar de esas dificultades que son tan grandes como enfrentarte a un gran rival.
The ghost goal. This year at the World Cup we have video assistant referees. Would that have helped you in 1986? And do you think that now is the time we should use technology in football?
Bueno, creo que es necesaria y que es un avance y una ayuda para todo el mundo, para los jugadores, para los árbitros y para los espectadores, y también para los resultados. Una Copa del Mundo se decidió por eso, en Wembley, ¿no? Con Inglaterra y Alemania. Cuando vi que el gol entraba, me sorprendió mucho que el árbitro Banbridge, australiano, no lo concediera, porque a mí me había parecido claro. Y creo que fue más famoso por no haber sido gol que si se hubiese concedido. Y de esa manera además no enfadamos mucho a los brasileños, ¿no? Entonces, bueno, no está mal, fue un buen recuerdo. This one is broken, but it's the
Pichichi,
yes,
top
Pichichi.
scorer.
Yes,
We've heard about this in England. See, in England, when I was a kid, we
This
knew
is the best player of Spanish team in 99.
Fantastic. Why didn't Spain win a World Cup before 2010? Huge country, arguably two of the world's biggest clubs in Real Madrid and Barcelona, grand players over many, many years, but never won the World Cup until fairly recently.
Pues algo que estaba, por algo muy sencillo y que estaba fuera del terreno de juego, fuera del campo, que era el estilo. Nadie reconocía el estilo que tenía el fútbol español, nadie se decidió a decir cuál era el estilo del fútbol español, y teníamos muchas influencias de muchos entrenadores, de muchas otras ligas, pero no reconocíamos cuál era el estilo del fútbol español. Cuando se reconoció, España consiguió y va a seguir consiguiendo buenos resultados, porque ese es nuestro estilo.
Do you think because of the success in 2010 that now other countries are copying the Spanish way and not having their own identity?
Es un gran orgullo que con toda la tradición que hay en el fútbol español, hasta los últimos 10 años, no se haya copiado nuestra idea. Los entrenadores están saliendo al exterior, incluso Alemania, que es una selección y un fútbol muy potente, muy tradicional, aprovechó esa manera de jugar y ese estilo del fútbol español para adaptarlo a los alemanes. Para nosotros es un orgullo porque siempre hemos ido detrás de los demás. Europa Cup. Trofeo Bernabéu, top scorer, you know.
Top scorer from midfield.
5 players is Bardeza, Martín Vázquez, me, Butragueño, Sanchís.
1990 World Cup in Italy. Did you go into that tournament thinking Spain could win?
No. Pensé que teníamos mejor selección en la del año 86, en México. En Italia éramos un equipo bueno, pero no éramos competitivos. Nos faltaba mucho carácter, nos faltaba espíritu, jugábamos bien, pero éramos inconsistentes. Nunca pensé que tendríamos opciones en el año 90.
4 goals for not a striker is quite an incredible achievement. That must have been an incredibly happy tournament for you.
Sí, fue de un recuerdo individual muy bueno, porque meter 4 goles siendo un centrocampista, pero yo siempre he sido un centrocampista de buena llegada, de buen disparo con las 2 piernas, lo único que no manejaba era la cabeza, pero siempre he marcado muchos goles. Marqué 3 goles contra Corea y 1 más contra Bélgica y de verdad estaba en un buen momento hasta que nos enfrentamos a Yugoslavia. UEFA Cup. We win the UEFA Cup against Videoton from Hungary.
Hungary, yeah?
Yes, we win the matches in the
Black
second
boots.
league.
No gold boots, no white
it's
boots,
better,
no
it's
silver
better.
boots.
Now it is the strange, you know? It's impossible to play with this kind
leather
of boots.
football boots.
Yes.
What happened to them?
Now it's impossible to play
Yeah,
with
but
this kind of football.
that is now the
Yes,
kind of exotic
very
black
old,
boots.
very old.
When you play for a club like Real Madrid for 10 years, 6 La Ligas and win lots of trophies, is that the perfect training ground to play in a World Cup because of the pressure that you face every week playing for Real Madrid?
Pero teníamos una mentalidad diferente. Cuando jugábamos para la camiseta del Real Madrid nos sentíamos ganadores y nos sentíamos favoritos. Cuando jugábamos para la de la selección española sentíamos siempre que estábamos en un segundo plano, que esperábamos mucho más del rival que de nosotros. Eso era una mentalidad totalmente diferente, por eso creo que el fútbol español a nivel de selección ahora sí se cree que puede ganar a cualquiera y antes no.
You're obviously now a coach. What has changed in Spanish coaching to enable this success at international level and domestic level?
El estilo y la mentalidad. Y a partir de ahí, la aparición de muy buenos jugadores que han jugado juntos. Antes era impensable que en una selección española, antes del 2010, jugasen juntos Iniesta, Cesc Fábregas, Xavi. Muy difícil, muy difícil. Y ahora se cuenta con ello. Si tú revisas la lista que ha dado previa a Lopetegui, todos los centrocampistas son de una gran calidad técnica y todos los delanteros también.
Spain have a very, very big pool of players. So how many would the manager be looking at right now?
Yo estoy muy expectante con los nuevos jugadores que están apareciendo en la selección ahora. Rodrigo del Valencia, creo que es un futbolista excepcional. Creo que Marcos Alonso de Chelsea es un jugador que ya tenía que estar hace tiempo en la selección. Pero creo que eso es una noticia muy buena para el fútbol español. Lopetegui podría elegir entre 50 jugadores los 23 que van al Mundial y no se equivocaría, seguro, seguro.
Do you think Spain can win the World Cup?
Yo espero que volvamos a repetirla.
Who would be the rivals? I mean, Germany, Brazil, Argentina. Would they be above Spain at the moment, or?
No, para mí en el top ahora mismo está Alemania y creo que España también muy cerca. Pero yo creo que el propio rival de España no es Alemania, Argentina o Brasil, sino es la propia España. Si España va a competir de verdad con ese hambre y esas ganas que ha tenido en los últimos años, creo que España va a estar muy cerca de volver a hacer algo importante.
The teams that are constantly winning Champions League, Europa League, the Spanish selection, do you think now you work in La Liga that this league is the best league in the world?
Bueno, yo creo que sí, porque en la Liga Española hay que trabajar mucho durante toda la semana, no hay equipos favoritos para ganar a los rivales. Creo que es una liga muy competitiva, que es verdad que siempre ganan Madrid y Barcelona, pero que el resto son equipos muy buenos, que además cuando salen al exterior tienen un gran protagonismo, lo cual habla muy bien de nuestros equipos y de nuestra liga, que es muy dura, durísima.
Give us one memory. It could be on the pitch, it could be with your teammates, it could be on the bus. One memory of those World Cups that was special.
Para mí, disfrutar de poder jugar una Copa del Mundo y ser protagonista durante un tiempo, de ser la representación de mi país, cada día, cada entrenamiento, cada viaje, cada partido, lo he disfrutado. Me vienen muchas imágenes y todas son buenas. Is it the last time I played with Real Madrid, from Real Madrid?
The last ever game?
The last day, yes. I scored 2 goals and I give to my son, my big one.
Fantastic. Look, is it the Bernabeu?
It's the first time I throw in the...
First tackle.
in the green, in the field.
The world-famous Real Madrid,
yes.
The world-famous Michel. Thank you very much for taking us around your trophies. This week, we continue our look at the opening phase of the World Cup in Russia as we focus on Group B, featuring the iconic Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal. The reigning champions of Europe have been drawn with the powerhouse of Spain, with La Roja attempting to win the tournament for a second time in their history. Morocco and Iran join Spain and Portugal, but only the European sides are expected to progress when we reach the knockout rounds. Portugal and Spain both won a staggering 9 games as they blitz through UEFA qualification, but it's the Spanish who are the early favourites to win Group B. Friend of the show, Sergio Ramos, will lead the charge as the defensive cornerstone for Spain, with the Real Madrid skipper offering leadership and inspiration for the 46 million Spaniards supporting the team from home. The 2010 world champions opened their campaign against the Portuguese in Sochi on the 15th of June, offering La Roja an early chance to take control of the standings. Portugal placed 4th at the 2006 World Cup in Germany, but O Seleção das Quinas have always struggled to make an impact on the biggest stage of them all. Ronaldo is yet to have his definitive World Cup finals moment, but the 33-year-old will have the chance to correct this at Russia 2018. Morocco make their first appearance at the final since 1998 after edging out the Ivory Coast in African qualification. The Atlas Lions will be led by Juventus centre-back Mehdi Benatia, who has established himself as one of the most consistent defenders in European club football after spells with Roma and Bayern Munich. Iran will do very well to register a solitary point in Group B against stellar opposition, but with a vastly experienced Carlos Queiroz at the helm, the Iranians have a tactical genius as a manager. The former Real Madrid coach has been in charge of the team since 2011, and his inside knowledge of Portugal and Ronaldo could be vital when they face Queiroz's compatriots in their second match.